सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा। ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी। वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे। परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
समर्थ बनाओ।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार।
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं हृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते
जले ध्येय ज्योति नित जले।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी। वरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायकु फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर। जय कपीसति लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा। अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी। कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा। कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे। कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर। राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया। राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा। विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे। रामचंद्र के काज संवारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए। श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई। तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे। अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा। नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते। कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा। राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना। लंकेश्वर है सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु। लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि। जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते। सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे। होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना। तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे। तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे। महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा। जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे। मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा। तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे। सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है। प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे। असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता। असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा। सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे। जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई। जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई। हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा। जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई। छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा। होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा। कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन। मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित। हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनऊ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर है सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्त न धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरना मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
सच्चिदानंद संस्थापकं वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Jai Shri Krishna. With the blessings of Yogeshwara Krishna and in the Sukshma presence of our Param Pujya Swami Shri Govinda Dev Giriji Maharaj, I, Mala Narayanan, bow down to seek blessings before the start of the session on the second part of fourth chapter named Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. We all are really blessed to be associated with Gita Pariwar. Let's start the session with prayer, which is considered to be an integral part of our culture and it's an expression of our devotion. And today, Swati Shyam Suleji from Nagpur is going to recite the prayer. Didi is a homemaker and studying Sanskrit from Sanskrit Bharati. Didi has passed Pathak and now studying for Patik exam and joined Gita Pariwar in 2020. Let's invoke the blessings of Lord Krishna. Swati Didi, please.
जय श्री कृष्ण। प्रार्थना। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi, for that melodious prayer. Now it's time for Deepa Prajwala. Shubham karoti kalyanam, arogyan dhana sampada, shatru buddhi vinashaya, Deepa jyotir namostute. That means I bow down to the light of the lamp, which brings wellness, health, and prosperity and destroys enemies and bad thoughts. I bow down again and again to the light. May I request Manishi Arora ji from Lucknow for Deepa Prajwalan. Didi is a homemaker who joined Gita Pariwar in June 2024 and is giving seva as group coordinator, TTG mentor, monitoring, content forwarding, and TA seva. Didi, please.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः।
Thank you, Didi, for a devotional and beautiful Deepa Prajwalan. I would like each one of you to share the link of this vibration to your near and dear ones, though they are not learning Gita. I would like to inform all the participants that you may ask questions once the session is over. Please raise your hands only after the session is over. Now it's time for the most anticipated part of this session. Our speaker for the day is Shraddha ji Raodeo Didi, disciple of Param Pujya Swamiji Govinda Dev Giriji Maharaj and deeply committed to Gita Parivar's mission. Resident of Bhagyanagar, Hyderabad and serving as the president of Gita Parivar, Hyderabad. Associated with Gita Parivar's online Gita classes since its second batch, August 2020. trainer of the first ever jail classes at Learngeeta, where inmates under her guidance have memorized 12 chapters and cleared the Patik exam. Laid the foundation of monitoring team at Learngeeta and led it for over 2.5 years. Also serving as a Vivechak for online Gita classes, conducting weekly interpretation sessions, offers seva in various departments, training, examination, academic literature, and various other teams at Learn Gita. Teaching Śrīmad Bhagavadgītā, imparting Hindu scriptural knowledge and patriotic values to children for over a decade. Holds a BA in electronic and a postgraduate diploma in IT systems and management. In the past, Didi has worked as mobile application developer and team leader for 13 plus years in the corporate sector. Didi, over to you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna, everybody. A very warm welcome to the session, all of you. Before we begin with this very intrinsic chapter, let us all pray to Swamiji and Shri Krishna himself that he gives us the wisdom to understand all that we plan to discuss today. Let us all do the prayers together. Hari Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् ॐ श्रीगुरवे नमः ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय नमः हरि ओम् I hope I'm audible. Mala Didi, Nima Didi, can one of you please confirm once if I'm audible or not?
Yes, Didi, you're audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. A very warm welcome to the session again, all of you. We are in the middle of a very beautiful chapter, a very intrinsic chapter, as I said. It is in itself a very relevant chapter to what we do on a daily basis. We all are worried about what to do, what not to do. The concepts that we are going to see today are going to take us through this very beautiful journey about what are the details of the karma. In the last session, we had seen how Sri Krishna incarnates himself in this world for what? For dharma samsthapana. We had seen in depth what is the main purpose of the janma. See, basically, we all are trying to learn Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because we all have come on this world, and as human beings, we want it to be worthy. We want some worthy outcome from our life, isn't it? Nobody wants to live just a worthless. Somebody wants fame. Some want something else. Everybody desires a different thing, but at some point of time it is we should take a moment to contemplate what do we want. Some people want wealth, some people want fame, but what is it that is really worth wanting is the liberation from this world, something that will not bring us back in this network. We are like those fishes, who are stuck in a net, and ultimately, no matter what they are doing there, all we all seek, we don't want to get stuck in this net forever. We want to get liberated. And the path through this liberation, everybody has their own concepts around it. Some feel dhyan is the only path. Some feel I should do something else. Some are totally confused. What is it that I should do to get liberated? And in such a situation, Shri Krishna tells a very beautiful, easy thing in this chapter. You don't need to do anything different. Whatever you are doing that in a perfect way can liberate you from this birth. That is a very important message that Shri Krishna gives in this particular chapter. And while enlightening us about his purpose of coming to this earth, his purpose, how to do karma. See, we were discussing the purpose of Shri Krishna's or any avatar, basically Bhagwan ki avatar. What is the purpose of this Shri Krishna's avatar? Last time we saw Janma karma cha me divyai evam yo vetti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. Shri Krishna we had told that my birth, my birth and my karma here is divine. We are born because we have some previous desires which are incomplete. We have a legacy of desires. We have a legacy of karma, which results in our current karma. However, that is not the case with the Janma and Karma of the Bhagwan. He is coming and going like a king. We had seen some very beautiful examples also about how a king visits a jail, but how a prisoner visits a jail. We are like those prisoners, and Sri Krishna, the God Himself, visits as if He is the king, coming to introspect. And what is His purpose here? Dharma samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami yuge yuge. Again and again I come for what? For Dharma Samsthapana. That is one reason he says that Dharma Samsthapana is something that I come here for. And what is this Dharma Samsthapana? For that we have to also understand what is Dharma. Now when Shri Krishna told that I come here for Dharma Samsthapana, that time we also have to understand one thing, that it is not just Dharma Samsthapana. We had also seen that Shri Krishna comes here to meet his devotees. He also comes here. Hanumanji had told in his conversation, Hanumanji once told that why are you coming here? He tells Sri Ramji that I know why you are coming here. You are coming here so your devotees can understand how to do their own karma, how to be a Purushottama, how to be the best possible human being, how to be the best possible son, the best possible husband, the best possible father, all these roles, how to do your own karma. That you are teaching by your own Divya Janma. Exactly same thing Sri Krishna has also done. He has done not only his Janma is Divya, his karma is also Divya, and he in the by the means of Śrīmad Bhagavadgītā he tells how can you also reach there. And when Sri Krishna says he has given out a small secret in the ninth shlok, the one who understands the difference between a normal Janma and my Janma, the one who understands that Janma karma and my Janma are divine, they will not need to come back to this world. Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjana. They don't need to come back here. Now, after saying this is a very good thing. We all want it, isn't it? Suppose I also want to be a medical doctor. We want now people want to be engineer. You have to give some basic test, isn't it? Entrance test. What is that entrance test? If you also want to fall in this category, to understand the divyata, the divinity of the birth and death of Shri Krishna, birth and karma of Shri Krishna. In this case, then what is the qualification? What is the qualification to understand Naiti Mameti Sojana? To come to that level, what is the qualification? How do I reach there? How do I get that divinity? How do I come to that understanding that some Shri Krishna has said, you have eva yo veti tatvatah, the one who understands it. To understand that, what is the basic qualification? Shri Krishna explains that basic qualification. Vitaragavaya krodha manmaya mamupashritaha bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavamagataha. Such a beautiful thing he has seen. He has said, Vita raga bhaya krodha manmaya mamapashrataha. To understand Bhagwan, to understand life of how our life should be. What Shri Krishna says that you should have these three qualifications. First, he should be Vitarag Bhaya. Now, before that, how do you understand? First is like we were thinking about example of how to become a how to understand this, how to get that knowledge. We need to seek admission in that college. So what is taught in that college? Lectures are given and all those things are given. What is it that a person has to do? The person has to do lots of jnana tapa. Bahavah jnana tapasa. To understand me, they have to do what? Jnana tap. What is this jnana tap? Tap itself means going through lot of difficulties with full happiness without treating that difficulty as a difficulty. Happily, we undergo certain things and try to understand something, work very hard for something, that is tapa. And what kind of tapa we are expected to do? Jnana tapa. Shri Krishna expects us to do what? Jnana tapa. When we are saying jnana tapa means struggling to get knowledge. Right now also we all are sitting and trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. What is this? I'm trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. That also is a jnana tapa. This is even trying to understand our scriptures. That is also jnana tapa. When Shukdev ji Maharaj has started his Bhagavad, that time also he has said, when he starts he said, I am starting the jnana yajna now. So this entire effort that we are putting in to understand Śrīmad Bhagavadgītā, some people listen to the kathas that Swamiji does. All this is a part of the jnana tapa. Shri Krishna says, one or two jnana tapa is not sufficient. Bahavaha jnana tapasa. Many bahavo, the visarga changes to O here due to Sanskrit grammar. Bahavaha jnana tapasa, lot of jnana tapasa, lot of tapa that you will have to do. Puta madbhava magataha, that will bring you close to me. And what are the qualifications? Vitaraga bhaya krodha, free from all sorts of attachment. We talk about, when we talk about all these things, theoretically you will find in any book. But to understand, our purpose is not just Gita padhe padhai. We have to get it in our lives. How to do the jnana tapa. For that your life itself should become a tapa. It should be a penance. Like whom? Like Mirabai, like Santa Tukaram Maharaj. Now we all feel that how Shri Krishna was, always protecting Mirabai, how Shri Krishna has protected her, how she was divine and how she was lucky. We all know that. But if somebody asks you, how do you want to become Mirabai? Immediately we will feel, yes, we would like to have. We would like to be Mirabai. Would you like to have the life that Mirabai had? So many difficulties, so many hardships. Being a widow at such a young age, thrown out of the house at such a young age, so many difficulties, being called out by different names, such a tough life. But at the end, how was her life? Completely free from attachment. Mam Pashrita, completely devoted to whom? To Bhagwan Krishna. And in spite of all that she was getting in her life, no fear, no anger. Vita, raga, bhaya, krodha. Vita means gone. Complete absence of what? Raga, attachment. Bhaya, that is fear. And krodha, that is anger. So a complete absence of fear, anger, and attachment is what is going to make you do the jnana tapa. So that kind of life, a person the one who lives, such a person is only able to take a complete refuge in Sri Bhagavan, and such a person who is only focused on me. How is our attachment? Oh, as long as we are getting good thing, oh Bhagwan ne ye diya, wo diya, till we are happy, we are fine. The moment some sadness comes, what happens immediately? I did so much. I'm always reading Bhagavad-gītā. I am doing so many puja parayan, but still I'm subjected to so many atrocities. I'm getting so much pain in my life. Our life is focused on what? On our food, what on we earning food, water, man, apaman, whatever. But what do people like Mirabai, what do Sant Tukaram Maharaj, people like them say? Whatever. Sant Tukaram Maharaj has said a very strong thing. Na miro khaya, khavaya, na vadho mula. So what he has said, but you give me darshan. What he says, if I don't get food, that is okay. If I, you are giving me all sorrows. His most favorite son died at a very young age. After all that, also he said, everything that you have given me, I have accepted with my full heart. Please, please give me your darshan. Irrespective of all the difficulties that he was facing, what he is saying, I am happy with whatever you have given me. You don't separate me from you. So this is the complete refuge, taking a complete refuge into in the Sri Krishna, in Sri Bhagavan. And when you are, see, we are seeking knowledge. It's not that people do not seek knowledge, but when you see, the words are chosen very carefully. Jnana ki tapasya. When we say jnana tapasya, when this process of getting knowledge is like a tapasya, when it becomes like a tapasya, when it becomes a penance, then it becomes pure, it becomes pavitra. That is what is important. So those who become pure with the penance of knowledge, they ultimately come to me. They are the ones who come to me. And when people want to come to me, what are they going to do? They are going to pray to me. Now, in the category of people who are going to pray, in the category of people, we all pray to God. Shri Krishna is talking about them. To come to me, they will have to do a lot of jnana tapa. And along with this jnana tapa, many people are already involving themselves into what? They're investing their time in worshipping me. And when they are worshipping me, ye yatha mam prapatyante. Shri Krishna talks about what are the different types of people who worship me. What are the different type? What do they get by worshipping me? That Shri Krishna explains in the next shloka. So we have to reach to him. The qualification is being Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha. Man Maya Mamupashritaha. These are the basic qualifications. And with these qualifications, when we start worshipping him, what happens? Shri Krishna explains in the next shloka. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः ये यथा मां prapadyante. Now see, this is a very beautiful shloka. Shri Krishna says that ye yatha mam prapadyante, those who worship me, those who are approaching me, the way they approach me, taus tathaiva bhajamyaham. Bhajamyaham. I am also worship. I am also rewarding back. I am also reaching out to them. Bhajami. So this is a reciprocal. We are worshipping God, and Shri Krishna says, I am also reciprocating them with the same feeling. So if I decide that I want to love my Shri Krishna as a mother, feed him throughout the day. There are some families where, there is this Krishna Seva goes on throughout the day. Or they will sing the songs, wake him up, feed him. All 3 times bhojan will be fed. All the shringar will be done. They decide that we take care of our uh, Girdhar Gopal. And what Shri Krishna does in return? I will also take care of my Shri Girdhar Gopal, of my all devotees. That is the beauty of this entire process, that whatever you love me like, if Sudama wanted to be friend of Bhagwan, Bhagwan became a friend of Sudama. Yashodamaya decided, okay, I want to be his mother, I want to love him as a mother. Then Shri Krishna said, okay, I will also forget my divinity and I will become a small child for you and enjoy the bliss of being a baby. So, such is the love. So whatever the emotion with which the people approach me. Hanumanji worshipped Sri Ram as his Swami, and Sri Ram became his Swami. He accepted that without Hanumanji, my work will not be done. I am become, he has accepted his as his devotee, accepted Hanumanji as his devotee in whatever form people decide. What did Ramakrishna Paramhams do? Ramakrishna Paramhams said, Ma Kali, Durga Mata, she is my mother. And he constantly saw his mother in her. And what happened? Because he saw his mother in Kali Mata, Kali Mata also treated him like his son. And what she do? All food arrangements done by Kali Mata. Ensuring that he is getting appropriate services done by Kali Mata. Ensuring that a good teacher reaches him, that is also done by Kali Mata. So in this kind of situation, what is happening? Whatever sentiment with which a devotee approaches God. Now here understand that here Shri Krishna is not just Shri Krishna. He's not talking only about himself. He's talking about the Param Tattva. Okay, the Param Tattva, Paramatma Tattva. And in that Tattva, Shri Krishna says that the way he is my devotees approach me, what happens?
Didi, you are muted.
दीदी आप म्यूटेड हो, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है। श्रद्धा दीदी, दीदी एक चैट। हाँ,
टीम ज्वाइन हो रही है माइक से।
Yes. Sorry, I for the audio I'm joined from another device, so that is the reason. I'm very sorry if the voice went. Okay, so till what could you hear? Can somebody just confirm? Shashi ji, Kanhaiya ji, you had raised the hand. Till what you could hear, I'm not sure. Okay, so what Shri Krishna has told is that he has told that in whatever form I am being worshipped, in the same way I will worship I will accept my devotees in the same way. Okay, I'm sorry about this voice thing. I hope I'm audible now. And then for Shri Krishna says, people worship me with different emotions, with different intentions. Some worship me as their brother, some worship me as their son, some want to be my parents, some want to take care of me. In whatever form they are worshipping, I'm going to worship them. And he says, with that, some people worship me with some kinds of desires. Kaṅkṣantah karmaṇāṃ siddhaṃ yajantaiha devata. देवताः क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. Those who wants their desires to be fulfilled. So whatever way you are worshipping me, I am giving it back to you. See here, when we are learning such slok, I always want to reiterate one fact, bring to notice everybody one fact, that this entire Bhagavad Gita is being told to whom? to Arjun. And Arjun he's telling the entire Bhagavad Gita as your bhakto si me sakha jeti. We have seen in last session also. You are my bhakta, you are my sakha, you are my most favorite. So I am telling you all these secrets. For a moment, put Arjun aside and you put yourself in Arjun's shoes and understand that Shri Krishna is telling all this to us. He's not telling only to Arjun. He's telling it to us. When we listen to Bhagavad Gita with such an emotion, then it percolates in our body very beautifully. Then it enters in our life, it enters in our life in the way we can understand beautifully. And when Shri Krishna says that the bhavana with which you are going to love me, I'm going to reciprocate, things become easier for us. So the way we want to be loved, that way we should be, that emotion we should be able to put into our worship. And Shri Krishna says further, काङ्क्षन्तः कर्मणां सिद्धिं यजन्त इह देवताः क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजाम्. Some people they want to have satisfaction, they want to have lot of desires completed from their from this world. There are many things that they want from this world. However, whether it is a materialistic desire or any other desire, whatever has to be fulfilled, their wishes have to be fulfilled, people will worship. Worship whom? The respective deities. Now understand that this is fine, Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha. We have to be, free from attachment. All that being said and done, how is our life? Our life is very, very complicated. A lot of things we have to earn for ourselves. There are certain duties that we have to take care of. It is not easy to just leave everything, be free from attachment and all these things. We need some basic necessities. A person should have good things in their life. It is not wrong to have those desires. Shri Krishna says that to get your desires fulfilled, people do worship. And whom do they worship? The respective deities. Kankshanta karmanam siddhi yajanta iha devataha. These, all the other deities, like for now, when we were trying to get knowledge, we will seek what? We will take blessings of Saraswati Mata. We will take the blessings of Saraswati Mata. Now, if somebody is standing in the middle of the battlefield, that time you cannot be praying to Saraswati Mata with her veena. We won't be able to, get victory over an army. That time we need the blessings of her as a Durga Mata. So every deity has a different department, and whatever department we are trying to seek skills from, that department we are trying to reach to get our wishes fulfilled. We are seeking knowledge, we will go to Saraswati Mata. Somebody who wants has some other desires, needs a good vaktritva, good oratorship, should take the blessings from Hanumanji, from Surya Bhagwan, Agni Dev. All these departments are distributed. So Shri Krishna says, in whatever way you are going to approach those deities, you will get your wishes fulfilled via those deities. Now, this is a little confusing. To understand this, just understand with the help of one example. We know how a mother is. Now, when the baby is very small, a baby child, she's taking good care of them. If the child is sick, then she will give the medicine, she'll become the doctor for the mother. If somebody outside possesses a threat to the child, somebody or some people from the neighborhood, children from the neighborhood come to fight with the child, she becomes a protector of the child. If the child is not able to do some maths, 9th 10th grade, not able to study, then she will say, come sit, I will teach you. She becomes a teacher for this child. What is happening? The same mother is assuming different roles, sometimes becoming a doctor, sometimes a nurse, sometimes a cook, sometimes a teacher and caretaker, all other different roles she is assuming for the child. Similarly, the Vedas are our Mata. Jnaneshwar Mahuli says, Veda Mata, he refers to Vedas as our mother. And all the ways of worshipping these deities are mentioned where? In our Vedas. Our Vedas have given the different ways of worshipping these deities, worshipping the God. So, Ved is our mother, Vedas are our mother, and based on our needs, we approach the Vedas to give us the different means. Whatever Satyanarayan Puja, if we are doing at our home, where is it prescribed? It is all coming, this knowledge is coming from the Vedas. How to do Ganesha Puja, how to do Durga Mata Puja, all this knowledge comes from the Vedas. Veda Mata has given us all these things, and getting all our need to get all our needs satisfied, she has given us all this knowledge. Aditya Hridayam Sutra was given by Agastya Muni when Ramji that day was a little depressed. This was such a long time since, we are going with this battle, but we are unable to get victory over Ravan. That time Agastya Muni said, you have to do Aradhana. You are a Surya Vanshi. You have to do Aradhana of sun god, and he gave him the Aditya Hridayam Sutra. And after chanting that Aditya Hridayam Sutra, that day Ravan was killed. Now, to get a success in that particular department, you have to approach to that particular deity to get your wishes fulfilled. Fulfilled how? Quickly. Kshipram. Kshipram himanushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. So, just to get your work done quicker. So all these departments, all this has been established by whom? By Bhagwan. For what? For understanding, for getting all your wishes fulfilled. So all these are placed. Very simple thing. Sometimes this mechanism will not fit in our brains. For that, we have to come to our local level and understand. Suppose today our electricity goes. What do we do? Directly Delhi phone karenge. Do we directly make a call to Delhi? Hello, Prime Minister office, my electricity has gone. No. We will call the local electricity board, isn't it? Like that, normal local centers are there. Every deity has their own department to take care of. You have to reach out to that deity to get your that particular problem solved. So whatever daily worship that we are doing, some people, after they start learning Bhagavad-gītā, after they become they become like ekdam Veda party Brahmins say, now we don't need to do puja, we will only do dhyan, nirakar, Bhagwan mein Shraddha hai. All this puja part, we have to become Vitaraga, Bhaya, Krodha, no need to do anything, we have no attachment. No, you are a part of the system. You have to follow these rules. So at no point of time in Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita has Sri Krishna told that you have to leave all these things. And with this, I will try to tell one very important thing that Swamiji always says, we should never give up on these Kurachar pujas, whatever our family traditions are coming. As a tradition, whatever comes in our family, this worship is done, that worship, it should not be left. Why? Because these have their own benefit. These deities are going to give you the appropriate facilities to live your life nicely. To reach that liberation, what is needed, whatever things you need, whatever intellect you need is going to come from these. So we have to do these worships and everything properly. Your wishes have to be fulfilled by those deities. So this entire karma kand Shri Krishna talks about. And while talking about this entire karma, Shri Krishna brings up another very important topic related to karma, and that is about the varna. चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागशः तस्य कर्तारमपि मां विद्य कर्तारमव्ययम्. This is very important. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam. I have made this fourfold society. We all know. The Brahmins, Kshatriya, Shudra, Vaishya, all these four categories Shri Krishna has, he says that I have created this society. Now, many people, we will not go too much into detail. This is in very much detail we will see in the 18th chapter. 18th chapter, for I think 42nd, 43rd, 44th shloka, we will see all these details very nicely. But here Shri Krishna is still this entire system that has been put into place has been put in place by me. I have done this on the basis of what? Guna karma vibhagashaha. Guna and karma. So whenever this word guna comes in Bhagavad Gita, understand one thing. Put it firmly, fix it in your mind. this word guna is a technical term of Bhagavad Gita. Like when you learn computers, what do you learn? Software, hardware, these are technical terms of the computer. Like that, guna is also a technical term of Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita. And what does it indicate? It indicates sattva, rajo and tamo gun. So Shri Krishna says that based on these gunas of a person, I have divided the society into 4 categories. And because based on these gunas, your karma is also going to be different. Whatever is your sattva guni, people are going to do different kind of things. Rajoguni people are going to do different kind of things. So based on the gunas, your based on the gun, your work is going to be different. And Shri Krishna says, while this difference is going to be there, based on that difference, I have created this system, and I am the creator of this system. Tasya kartaram abhima. And he has given all these work. Now, when we talk about fourfold system, I also want to clarify one small thing. Many people say just a minute. Based on this system, there are a lot of misconceptions about the system. Like this is responsible for breaking our society. Not at all. Understand that the system is based on a very, very simple principle. It is followed everywhere. Like in a family also, there is one person who is taking studies of the children, ensuring that the children are studies. There is one person who is arranging the finances for the family. There is one category, the children, who are trying to do jnanarjan. They are knowledge centered people. Somebody is earning for the family. They are wealth, financial centered people. There is somebody who is giving service to the family members. They are service centered people. Within a family also, we have these 4 categories. Similarly, in the nation also, there are these 4 categories. There is a part of our departments, government departments, which is protecting our country. There is a part of the government which is ensuring that the finances of the country are taken care of. There is a part which is serving the society. Doctors, engineers, they are all serving the society. There is a part who is ensuring that the knowledge is important, knowledge centered people, Brahmins. So the entire society is also working, the entire nation is also working on these, and all countries do. But in our scriptures, this is well defined. All these things are well defined, and because people fail to understand this, they misunderstand this chaturvaranya. We all, at least learners of Bhagavad Gita, should have good clarity about it. So Shri Krishna says, I am the creator of this, and based on the good and karma, I have designed all these categories. But at the same time, tasya kartaram apimau vidhi akartaram avyayam. I am kartara and akartaram. Tasya kartaram vidhi akartaram api vidhi. I am the one who has created, but I am also the one who is not created. How is this possible? To understand this, we have to understand that though I have created this system, how are people allotted to their varnas? Based on their karma. So if I am somebody who is a sattva guni, the onus of which varna I am getting depends on my guna. If I am somebody who is a rajoguni person, Shri Krishna says, I have put up a system such that he will be put into the category of either a Vaishya or a Shudra, because he is interested, his tendency is rajoguni. So he is going to be a good fit for that category. And that is why Shri Krishna says this will fit him better, and he will put. So though I am going to, I have made this system, what varna you are going to get, I am not taking any responsibility of it. That depends on the person's guna and karma. Okay, so you have to do the guna and karma to get a good varna, good category, whatever. It all depends on us. So the onus is on the individual. See how our guna and karma is. Our karma will result in a good. Now, suppose somebody who is used to, playing cards and drinking, smoking, also has bad habits. Which guna will increase? The tamo guna will increase. He will fall into more and more depth. What will happen to somebody who is doing worshipping, puja part learning Bhagavad Gita? Their sattva gun will gradually increase. Somebody is always engaged in their business activities, their rajo gun will keep increasing. And based on that, their next birth is going to be decided. How to increase our gun? It depends on our karma. And which gun will take you where? We have seen in the 14th chapter, Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha madhye tishtanti rajasa Jaganya guna vrittistha adho gachanti tamasaha. So our karma is responsible for our good, and our guna is going to give us the varna that we are going to result in. Right? For instance, an examiner is going to, pass some people, he is going to fail some people. Who is going to pass? Who is going to fail? If I say, why did you fail this person? The examiner says that is because of the kind of paper he has written. So similarly, Shri Krishna says it depends on the kind of karma that we are doing. Your good is going to get increased, and based on that, for your janma and karma, main reason is going to be your good and your karma. So I am a akartara with that. I have no responsibility in that. Further, Shri Krishna explains, Namang karmani limpanti name karma phale spraha iti mayo vijanati karma bherna sabadhyate. What Shri Krishna says here, what beautiful word he has used here, karma phale spraha. Karma phale spraha means what? I am completely unfazed by the karma phal. What is the result of this? How do our politicians work? If I pass this bill in my term, then next time people will not vote me. That fear the political parties have, right? That is the fear of karma phal. What is required for the society, what is right for the nation, you go ahead and do without worrying about the karma phala. That is being called, that is called karma phala spraha. What if I tell, if somebody is, my friend is going wrong with something, if I go and tell that person, then our relationships will get spoiled. So we work against our principles sometimes. We work against what should be done. Why? Because of the fear of the result of the action. So that fear is not appropriate. But what Sri Krishna says, I am completely detached. I am free from this, I am free from all these kinds of all these kinds of attachments or fear. So this fact is called karma phala spraha. Spraha, where I am touched by the my actions are as a result of the work that I'm going to get. My action are going to change. But Shri Krishna says, for me that is not there. Name karma phale spraha. Shri Krishna says, my actions are not like that. Namang karmani limpanti. Because my actions, the results of the actions do not affect me. I do what is required to be done, irrespective of the results of the action. What is happening? Namang karmani limpanti. The actions do not affect me. But that's not the case with us. That is why our actions affect us. So, name karma phale sprita iti mayo bijanati karma bhena sabadhyate. The one who understands this, the one who understands and who knows, such a person will not be affected by what? The karma phala, by the karma. So due to the absence, because I have no desires in this world, I no matter what I get, I am nothing is affecting me. Similarly, I don't get entangled with all my desires and actions, so I am free from the world. A person who understands that this is the way, things work for me, for them also karma bandhan, there is no karma bandhan. Karma bhirna sabadhyate. They will also not get attached. For us, what is the case? See, in the past, the last session also we saw, Shri Krishna says, Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjana. I have come many times, you have also come many times, but for me, this is not a bandhan. For us, it is a bandhan. And he has differentiated that my karma and janma are divine. Same thing, Shri Krishna says, I am not, affected by this. It is not a karma bandhan for me. For us, what it is? Punarapi janani, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jathare shayanam, iha samsare bahudustare. Very difficult, this world for us. Kripaya pare pahi murare. So we are continuously stuck in this cycle. That is not the case of Shri Krishna. For that, if people learn from me how these actions are done, then they will also be free from such a cycle, from such entanglement. So somebody who is able to understand this, they will not be compelled to take the birth again. Keeping this in mind, what has happened? Shri Krishna has told for them this doesn't remain a karma bandhan. Some people, this looks theoretically very good, but keeping this in mind, Shri Krishna says, it is not very difficult. There are many virtuous individuals who have achieved it. When Shri Krishna is saying all this, probably Arjun also felt, oh, Shri Krishna is telling, how do I do karma like Shri Krishna? Shri Krishna says, don't worry, many people have done it in the past. So this is a reassurance that you will also be able to do it. What Shri Krishna says, evainjñātvā kratam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi Kuru karmaiva tasmat tvam purvai purvatarang kritam. You don't worry that, this kind of thing is not possible. Many people have done it. Purvai purvataram. And who have done? Mumukshubihi. Purvai rapi mumukshubihi. Purvaihi api mumukshubihi. What they have done? Evainjñātva. Having known this, mumukshubi means what? The one who desires moksha, the one who wants liberation. What they have done? They have learned this technique. Evais jnatva. Jnatva means having learned. Learned what? This technique. What I am following. What is that technique? The technique how your actions do not impact you. That technique they have mastered. How, which technique do for what? Karma kritam, to how to do those actions. So they have mastered the technique of doing actions such that they will get liberated. So whatever they have done, you also do the same. Purvai purvatarang kritam, they have done, and not only they, ancient, more ancient. So this is not something new I am telling you. Purvaihi purvataram, ancient and more ancient than them. Those people have done it. So tasmatvam karmaiva kuru. You also do like that. You also don't think this is some rocket science. You also just follow what your ancestors have done, and you will be liberated. Nowadays, this tendency in our modern society, question everything, and not follow. That is old. This is old. No, they have ensured that their lives are uplifted by such actions. We also should ensure that our lives are uplifted by the actions. So whenever you feel that people question you, why should we do? Tell Shri Krishna has told purvai purvatarang kritang. So tasmatvam, this kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvai purvatarang kritam. We also have to do the task like what our ancestors who were mumukshubi, they have done. And to be able to do that entire thing, Shri Krishna has told some very important shlokas where he has elaborated the definition of karma in a more elaborate way. What he says, King karma kima karmeti kavayopyatra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshyami yajñātvā mokshase shubhat. Now this is very important. He has told that you have to do the work as your ancestors have done. Now what the ancestors have done, even there they are mumukshubhihi. Amongst them some were very, very intelligent. Kavayaha api. What does kavayaha? The word kavi means what? It doesn't just mean poet. In Hindi and other languages, we think kavi is a poet, but in Sanskrit, the word kavi means the wise one, the one who have the knowledge of all adhyatma, the wisest ones. They have also got mohitaha, means got confused. So even the greatest, wisest people get confused with this term. What are those terms? King karma, kim akarmeti. What is karma? What is akarma? They also get distracted. They also get confused. What is karma? What is akarma? So I will explain you. Shri Krishna says, don't worry. I will explain you. Iti kavaya api mohitaha. They also get confused. Tatte karma pravakshami. I will tell you. Wait, what is karma? And what happens if you understand the karma in detail? Yajñātvā mokshase ashubhat. You will be liberated from what? Ashubha means what? From the sins. Whatever we are doing, whatever karma we are doing, it is resulting in some good deeds, some bad deeds, some good punya, some sins. They are creating shubha, ashubha, all that is getting created. You will be liberated from all ashubha, means all the unwanted results. Unwanted results you will not get. You will get only the pious results from your actions by understanding what is karma and what is akarma. All these I will explain you. Karmano hyapi bodhavyam bodhavyai cha vikarmanah akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. So Shri Krishna is telling you something that is bodhavya here. Now 3 times this word bodhavya has come. He is insisting on that word bodhavya. See, what is worthy of doing is called kartavya. What is worth of doing? Kartavya. What is worth knowing is bodhavya, which is worth knowing, worthy of knowing. Bodhavya. What is bodhavya? Karmana. Karma. You know what is akarma, what is vikarma, and akarmanascha bodhavyam. You understand all these things. And in the end, Shri Krishna says, Gahana karmano gatihi. Here is a disclaimer. Gahana karmano gati. Sri Krishna is the almighty, most knowledgeable individual of that era. He is saying Gahana karmano gatihi. It is very, very difficult to understand this cycle of karma. Now, when Sri Krishna is telling that it is very difficult, understand how difficult it must be. We want to understand it in one session, but it is not possible. We have to continuously keep understanding this karma yoga, this jnana karma sannyasa yoga, continuously keep contemplating about these topics, then we will be able to understand first. And so for that, we have to first understand that it is difficult to understand. However, Shri Krishna is making his attempt to tell. So what he says, in to understand that, though it is difficult, you to understand it properly, you need to understand 3 terms: karma, vikarma, and akarma. So karma, very simple. Whatever tasks are done by our body, you all are listening, I am talking, karma. Ho gaya. This is the karma. Whatever tasks are being done by the body are karma, our niyata karma. Somebody is a teacher, somebody is a doctor, somebody is a shopkeeper. All are doing their jobs, they are doing their karma. Then there is vikarma. Now this is where a lot of confusion comes. Some people say this vikarma is something, this V upsarga is very, very confusing. Some people say it is viparita karma, things that you should not do. Some people say it is different type of vishesha karma. What Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, it is correct in both the ways. He has accepted. Viparit karma means Nishiddha karma which you should not do, and Vishesha karma. Do your karma in such a way that it becomes Vishesha. That is another interpretation. Vishesh means special. Do your karma in such a way that you become detached from the karma. Do in both the contexts. So in this interpretation that we would refer to is the one that is given by Swamiji and Jnaneshwar Maharaj. He says this is Vishesha karma. In both the contexts, do your karma such that your karma becomes Vishesh. And the great saint of Maharashtra, Vinoba Bhaveji, he says, I like to stick to this second definition. Make your karma Vishesh, make your karma special. How? By not having attachment. To do the best. What is the intent behind your karma? Assuming all these things, doing a good deed, that becomes your Vishesha karma. You have to make your karma nice. And then comes the third category of akarma. This is a very important category where Shri Krishna says where there is no attachment with the karma. For instance, some people have decided that this job I am going to do. For some reason, that job gets delegated to somebody else. Suppose you are working in office, the boss says, today you have to give this presentation. Then he says, no, this presentation is not so important that a senior person like you should give. Let this junior fellow give. Immediately our ego gets hurt. Why should I not do? It is my job. I will not let. People are not ready to easily delegate. Why? Because they're very excessively attached to that karma. They don't want to let it go. That attachment should not be there. Then what am I going to get? The first question now, even the parents, when they send their kids to learn Bhagavad Gita at my place, they'll ask, why do they need to learn? Kya milne wala hai inko? Everything they want to do only for the results that they get from this karma. And even after done this, if the task is done nicely, then I am the one who has done this task. But if it fails, because that person interfered, no, in between, we have failed in that task. So the results also we tend to distribute according to that. That stage, not having these three types of attachment with the karma is the karma, where your intellect is not attached to your karma. You will see this again in the 18th chapter. Yasya naham krito bhavo buddhir yasya ne lipyate. The ones whose intellect is not attached to the karma. Such a thing. Hatva pisema, that example that Shri Krishna gives is very extreme. We will see that when you see the interpretation of the 18th chapter. But buddhir yasya ne lipyate. That is most important, that the one whose intellect is not tightly coupled with the karma, with the results of the karma, that such a person is, is said to be doing a karma. The word is very, very easy, simple, but the essence is very difficult. So Shri Krishna says, understand these three. Amongst these three also, the one that Shri Krishna wants to emphasize on is this word akarma. And that karma and akarma are most important. Shri Krishna says that distinction you have to try to understand in more detail. What he says, karmanya karmayah pashyet akarmani cha karmayah sabuddhiman manushyeshu sayukta kritsna karma krit. Now, pay attention for little time. This is very important. If you understand this in one go, very good. Otherwise, it becomes a confusion for the entire lifetime. Little bit focus I want from all of you for some time. What Shri Krishna says, Shri Krishna has given two perspectives here. Before that two perspectives, what is the importance of that perspectives? Let us understand. Shri Krishna says, the one who understands these two concepts, which are explained in the first line of the shloka, such a person, sayukta kritsna karma krit sabuddhiman manushyeshu sayukta kritsna karma krit. Such a person who understands the first line of the shlok is what? Sabuddhiman manushya. Amongst the buddhiman manushyeshu means amongst the intelligent ones also, he is the yogi, sayukta, he is the yogi. And he is the one who has completed his karma in the purest complete sense. We say that purnata aa gayi hai. When we say this word purnata aa gayi hai, means there is a sense of completeness to his entire karma. Such a thing will happen to the one who understands the first line. So now you understood why I want your attention for some more time. That such a person who understands this is an intelligent one. And amongst the intelligent ones also, the one who has clarity about this is what? Is a yogi. He has done his karma in completeness. He has completed his karma properly. He is the performer of all the actions, the perfect performer of all the actions. In such a category, understand there are four categories. There are some people who have lots left to do. Now, when I'm saying lots left to do means not enjoy the worldly pleasures. This sansar is going to have always something or the other left to do. You will have to enjoy, explore newer versions of mobile and whatnot. Not that. Adhyatmic, in the level of spirituality, they are very, very behind in that school of learning of spirituality. They have lots left to do, but they are not doing anything. That is the first category. The second category is they have lots left to do and they are doing it also. They are making an effort. People like us, we have lots left to do and we are making an attempt to do it. There is a third category who have nothing left to do. They have understood everything. They are like Paramhamsa. They do not need to do anything and they are not doing anything. And the last category is the one who have reached the epitome. They have understood what is Adhyatma. They have understood spirituality. They have nothing left to do, yet they are continuing their karma. That is the supreme category. And the Kritsna Karma Krit is that supreme category. They are the performer of all the actions and yet they are continuing to do their karma, kritsna karma, krit. That is the beautiful definition of the thing. So the one who understands this first line is getting all these things. See the number of ice creams you are getting here. So karmanya, what is it that Sri Krishna wants us to understand? Karmanya karma yaf pashyed akarmani cha karmayaha. There are two things. First, Sri Krishna says, Karmani akarma pashyati. In karma, they should be able to see a karma. That is the first perspective. Let us see the first perspective. It is easier to see. While doing the karma, person sees akarma, means not detached, no, sorry, not attached. This is easier. We just have to do the karma in an appropriate way. For instance, just example I'll tell you. If a judge is there, he has to give a justice. They read out those things, right? So suppose there is one person that murderers ke liye supari they give, no, like, get this person killed. That is a crime, right? People who give such orders, I want this person dead, who giving money to others and giving the orders to die. That is one karma that has happened. That he has asked somebody to he has ordered somebody to kill a person. Now there is a judge who has seen a case and seen that this person deserves to be given a sentence of death, and he has given orders. The two people have given the same order, given death sentence to somebody. They have both given the same orders, but the intent of this first person was for selfish reason. But what the judge has done, he is not attached to anybody. He has not done that for any personal revenge. What he has seen, he has checked this person has done such a karma, he deserves to be sentenced to death, so he has to be sentenced to death. Finally, he has given that order. That is a karma. In his karma, the same karma has been done by two people, but the thing that has been done by the judge is what, based on the principles of righteousness. Second, he has not attached, he is not doing it out of a personal revenge. Third important thing, if some family people come and say, no, no, that person whom we are going to sentence to that, he is our relative, please, if at least not that, reduce the, statement or whatever, reduce the punishment. This just says no, he is not getting influenced. He says, no, whatever is required, I have done. He is not getting influenced. That is a karma. While doing the karma also, he is not getting influenced by anything. He is not getting attached to anything. And even after having death, he will not take any pride. I have done such a great judgment. No. So that is in the karma also a karma. Some teachers, how they teach. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan ji, what kind of a teacher he was. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji, what kind of teachers they are? They have taught to create a beautiful army of citizens. They have given such great books that they didn't teach only to earn money. They wanted to create great for the country. When teacher is doing their job in such a way, when judges are doing their work in such a way, doing it for the betterment of the society, without detachment, that is karmani akarma. This is very easy, and you will get hundreds of examples, thousands of examples for this. But the second situation, akarmani karma, that is the one that becomes confusing. Sri Krishna says, first thing you have to understand is karmanya karma yaf pashyet, karmani akarma. That we have seen. Akarmani cha karmayaha, the second one. That is a little difficult one. Akarmi, seeing this is very difficult. Now, for this, we have to understand the karma is not to be evaluated only from the way our actions are done. It should be evaluated from our state of mind. So, for example, we were just talking about, this doctor. Suppose today I decide that I want to go to Ayodhya. I want to visit. Now I'm not in a position to go. For whatever reasons. At that time, I just close the eyes and do a manasik puja. Assume that I have reached Ayodhya. I see the darshan of Ram Lalaji and doing the puja. That way also, without doing the karma, real karma, but from the mind, I have done the entire worship. the state of the mind is resulting in the great worship, that becomes akarmani cha karmayaha. Without doing the karma also, the karma is getting done. So this is the greater one. Now more, coming to more detail, some people to understand this karma and akarma. For instance, now in a school, if you go, and in the school the break, how the children are, running here and there, creating so much ruckus in this class. Immediately the principal walks in the corridor. What will happen? All the children, even though it is break time, everything, they are free. The moment they see the principal coming, they will be quiet, sitting at one place. Even if it is break time, very well behaved they will become all of a sudden. Has the principal done anything there? No. Just his presence has resulted in what? Everything happening properly. Without doing any karma, akarmani cha karmayaha, he has managed to get every vyavasthapana done. This kind, without having done any action, the action is getting done. The Manas Puja is getting done. The Manas Puja that we do, it is more real than the real puja. Swamiji's sentence, not me. You see, it's more real than the real puja because your mind is completely absorbed in that. So, akarmi nisa karmaya. Such a puja is being done. Such a thing, a person who can understand, they are kritsna karma krit. They are doing the puja in the real sense. Who will be able to do such a thing? Who is in a position to do and such a thing? We have to reach there. Shri Krishna explains, Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjitaha jnanagni karmanan tamahu panditam buddha. This is also a very important shlok. Here, one important phrase comes, Jnanagni Dagdha Karmanam, which is also one of the beej for the name this chapter is getting. So, this is a beautiful shlok. We will looking at the time. I think we will take this and further shlokas in the next session. We will discuss from this Kama's entire principles. We will discuss in the next session. So for till then, let us offer the entire discussion at the lotus feet of Param Pujya Swamiji and Shri Krishna himself. Hari Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Thank you all for the patient listening. We will see from the 19th shloka in the next session. Mala Didi.
Yeah. That was a great session, Didi. And you dealt in detail regarding different types of karma, like akarma, vikarma, etc. Beautifully. I mean, yeah, but again and again, I have to watch to talk about that more, but it was very interesting. Yeah. We will be seeing more of this in coming sessions. A reminder to each one of you to share the link, Acha. Anyway, that you might have done already. Now, it's time for question and answers. I request those who want to ask questions to raise their hands and switch on their cameras. Already there are many hands and the cameras are also on, and wait for their turn. A reminder to everyone to please give some seva in Geeta Pariwar as per your talent. That is a request. Yeah, so we'll go on to the question and answers. Yes. So, yeah. So shall I call out the name? Arvind ji? Yeah. Yeah.
B.P. Krishna Maya, Jai Shri Krishna.
Yeah.
Jai Shri Krishna. Hello. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
We can hear you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
I want to know. Just a minute.
Yeah, Bhaiya, you may ask. Bhaiya, you are audible.
Hello.
Yes, Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya, I am able to hear you.
Just a minute. You please call another person. I will talk later.
Dr. Shambhu Ratan Trivedi ji, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Didi, your explanation is so nice, really. I enjoyed it like anything. Each and every chapter, each and every line, so nicely you have explained with all examples and all that. Really, it's nice, enjoyable. But still, then some question remains. My question is,
Shruti.
as from Sloka 13, my
Hmm.
first question is Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtang Guna Karma Vibhagasha.
Hmm.
So here, Chaturvarnyam means this Brahman,
Yes,
Kshatriya,
yes,
Vaishya, and Shudra.
yes.
Guna is three. One is Satguna, one is
Hmm.
Rajogun, one is
Yes.
Tamo.
Hmm.
So here, how we can differentiate
See,
these?
the
Brahmins are, suppose
distinction.
Brahmins are Satguni.
Hmm.
This
The it is not it's like that, but see, the Shudra category, they will have both Rajogun and Tamogun, both they will have. It is not that just the service category that we say that they will not have just it is both. They at that place they are more Rajoguni driven also. So the Rajogun is common to both the Vaishyas and the Shudras. And
Vaishya Shudra is Rajoguni. Then
yes.
Tamoguni people,
See,
what
one thing I
class?
will tell you before you jump to this conclusion that Brahmins are only Sattvaguni. One thing we have to understand that there is nobody who is purely Rajoguni, purely Tamoguni, or purely Sattvaguni. When we say Brahmins are all have a mix of all three, but
No, no, I am
predominantly
telling Brahmins not by birth.
That's what I'm
Brahmins
saying.
not by birth. Actually,
Huh,
by birth, Brahmin is not Brahmin.
the people who,
Yes,
what is
yes.
a Brahmin? The one who is studying
Satagun,
and
the people who have Satagun. He may
no.
take birth to any caste, that doesn't matter. But if he is having Satagun and all these things, the work of a Brahmin, whatever it is, so far I know from this, your all these vivations and all that, that their knowledge, they will
Can I
provide everything.
elaborate what I want to say?
Hmm.
Brahmin is who? Somebody who is in the pursuit of knowledge, and in his pursuit of knowledge, he is also spreading the knowledge. A person who has to do that kind of task should be Sattvaguni. See, it is both ways. It is not that because he is Sattvaguni, he is a Brahmin. Because he is in pursuit of knowledge, he is Sattvaguni. And a Brahmin will not be only Sattvaguni. He will also need to be Rajoguni. He will also have Tamoguni. He is having all three, but predominantly
Yes.
Sattvaguni. A Kshatriya will be predominantly Rajoguni. But at the same time, he has to be Sattvic also. Little bit Sattva good has to be there. He also will need the Tamogun, but
Also,
predominantly.
Tamogi Gun is also
Yes,
essential for.
required. See, because without Tamogun, there, see, a car is always being driven. It will need that brake, right? At night, we are sleeping because of our Tamogun.
Yes.
So that is also required. A little bit is required. So a little, nobody is free from any gun, whether it is a Brahmin or a Kshatriya or a Shudra or a Vaishya. Nobody is free from any of the gun. All will have all three gunas. Their proportion is going to be varying. So Kshatriya will be predominantly Rajoguni, Brahmin will be predominantly Sattvaguni, okay? Then Vaishya will be predominantly Rajoguni, a Shudra will be predominantly Tamoguni, okay? The Shudra predominantly Tamoguni, so what he will do? He will not be, okay, that, knowledge and all that they will not. They will learn for themselves and then just take rest kind of thing. So that is how it is. Okay.
Thank you. The second question is my from 17 chapter sloka. Karmano happy. No, sorry.
कर्मणो ह्यपि
PT
बोद्धव्यम् अच्छा ये
विकर्मण. हाँ. कर्मणो happy बोद्धव्यम बोद्धव्यई च विकर्मण. अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं गहना कर्मणो गतिः. Here, karma, you have explained nicely. Akarma is also clear. Vikarma is also Vishesh karma. It's okay. But
विशेष कर्म and viparit karma, both definitions are acceptable. Okay.
Viparit karma, suppose some
We
other
should
term,
yeah.
as in our Hindi or Dushkarma, someone is doing some bad words. In
Yes.
which class it will be there? It is not karma. It is not
It will
karma
come
also.
in the vikarma. Why? Because it is vikarma is a broad category where even nishiddha karma is coming. So the things that should not be done. That's so vikarma is in
That is
both.
also Vikarma.
It
Karma
comes
is
on both.
Vishesh karma also, good karma also,
Yes.
again bad karma also.
Yes. See, there are some interpreters who say it is Vishesh karma, some interpreters who say it is Viparit karma or Nishiddha karma. So, in both ways, that meaning is acceptable. Jnaneshwar Maharaj says both meanings are acceptable because this V upasarga in itself is tricky. We should understand it in both ways, that in both things are acceptable in this category. Okay?
So that means karma is normal karma, whatever we are doing.
Yes. Karma
Something
is what you
special or
have to
something
do.
bad if we are doing, something
Yes.
special karma or something bad karma is we are doing, that is vikarma.
So Vikarma is saying basically what you should not do. Stealing we should not do. That is why we should know what we should not do. That is why bodhamyancha vikarmana. Understand what should not be done. Right? What is the Vishesh karma? That also we should understand. What we should not do, that also we have to understand. Okay.
Thank you, Didi. Very nice explanation. Thank you very much once more.
Thank you.
I never miss your Vivechan, Didi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your dedication. Ji. BB Krishna Bhaiya, are you ready? You will have to unmute. Please unmute.
Hello.
Ajay
Hello.
Shukla.
Yes,
Now it
yes.
is on.
Yes.
That we are celebrating puja for different gods. Is it required? Or we have to pray only one God? Just like government, we are telling different departments we have to go. Like that, we have to put different requirements, different gods
You
we
can
have to
go
choose.
to the
Or
electricity.
just bless me, less like mother. We have to play mother, she will look after everything. Like that, we have to pray the God only for everything. That is sufficient or not?
See, you have to pray to God. See, you can pray to one God and expect everything to come, or you can pray to respective God for like Saraswati Mata ke liye for intelligence, for Bal you pray to Hanumanji. If you want everything in one God, then it depends on you. It's completely depend on us. If I decide that I go to the electricity board and ask for a water connection at my place, then it is who is going to stop me? But if I want it quicker, then approach that appropriate deity, isn't it? So the best way to do on another thing, what we get in return depends on our dedication towards it. Some people feel, I don't want to do all this, I don't want to pray to so many gods. Then pray to one God, it's okay. They will also, in what way you are praying, you are going to get it. Because if your mind is not agreeing to pray to different gods, then there is no point, because it has to ultimately your bhav is what is important.
But reaching
Bhava
to the
yantu.
same person, reaching to the God only, if you are praying any God, it will be only one God we are praying.
That is
Because हम सब में है बोल रहे हैं, जो भी देने वाला हम ही है बोल के. So
that
we
is
are
what
praying only
Swami
God is, my opinion. Praying God is only
what is
that
your
Krishna.
opinion is your
That
opinion.
Krishna, if you
Then
pray, he will
then
look after everything.
that is
Am I
fine,
correct?
Krishna sir. What I am saying, it depends on us. When I'm putting an application for something, ultimately it is my provisions are done by the central government, state government, whatever. So it is up to you. But if you want quick results, then you have to give it. And now this I am not saying from my intellect. This is what Sri Krishna has told. That for Kankshanta Karmanan Siddhi Yajanta Yadevataha. This is not my or anybody else's system. This is Sri Krishna's statement. Now, if we selectively want to interpret that, no, if Sri Krishna is only at the top of it, I will pray only to him. We are only crossing the order of Sri Krishna. If in our family there is a Navratri puja culture, we have to do it. It is Sri Krishna has only told that you have to do all these to ensure that your family gets what it is expected to get. This nobody else is telling, right? We it's not that somebody else is telling you should do this worship. Sri Krishna is saying different deities, and he is saying ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sathaiva bhajamyam mama vartmanu vartante. What Sri Krishna is only telling, no, that you are free to do this worship. You should do this worship. Sri Krishna is, and when this battle was going to happen, in the Mahabharat battle, when Arjun and Shri Krishna were going for the war at the battle, Shri Krishna himself has told Arjun to say the Durga Stuti. He has made him do the worship of Durga Mata. Now you decide what you want to do. Sometimes for we, it becomes a matter of convenience also for some people. They, अरे फिर हम लोग क्यों इधर उधर करते रहे? We'll directly pray to Shri Krishna. No, people want to take that, but what Shri Krishna himself had done, he has prayed. He had told Arjun to do the puja of Durga Mata. He himself has worshipped Durga Mata when before he wanted to have a, when he wanted a son, he himself has also prayed to Shivji. Shri Krishna is also doing these worships as a person. We have to see you for all the details what Shri Krishna used, whom all Shri Krishna used to worship. Listen to the Krishna Niti that Swamiji tells. He himself used to worship Shivji. He himself has worshipped Durga Mata. He has made Arjun do the puja of Durga Mata. He has told him to say the entire Durga Stuti before the war. After that also, if you decide that मैं तो नहीं करूँगा, then it is our own choice, isn't it?
Thank you, madam. Very
And-
much. Thank you very much.
And Shri Krishna says, Mama Vartma Anuvartante. Mama Vartma Anuvartante. We have to decide. We have to follow Shri Krishna. We want to become a karma yogi who is like him if you want to become. He has told us what to do in his life. In his life, he has explained. So we have to look at it at that perspective. No?
Thank you very much.
Very beautiful question. जी भैया जी अंजनेयुलु जी जय श्री कृष्ण
दीदी
जी
दीदी
जी जी भैया जय श्री कृष्ण
जय श्री कृष्णा दीदी thank you very much for your nice explanation. I have one basic doubt, madam. Can you clarify to me the differences between pravrutti and nivrutti, madam?
Pravritti means things that we should go ahead and do. Pravritti means what we should do. Pravrittincha nivrittincha. Nivritti means some things that we should avoid. So pravritti means learning Bhagavadgītā is pravritti. Nivritti, no, people are watching Netflix and all other things, any TV, mobile, see, all that is nivritti. You should be free from all these things. So what to do and what not to do. This pravrittincha, nivrittincha, this phrase comes twice in Bhagavad Gita. In the context of Bhagavad Gita, it means what we should do and what we should avoid. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Didi.
जी जी जय श्री कृष्ण अरविंद मिश्रा जी जय श्री कृष्ण प्रणाम
Pranam.
जय श्री कृष्ण
Can you audible, ma'am?
yes you are audible
First of all, thank you for your good deliberation on this Gita. And my question is, as the first question, what Dr. Trivedi has raised. So once again, my doubt is if there is three karmas, that is karma, vikarma, and akarma. And as per this guna, there is also three, raja, sattva, and tama. If there is, as per this 13th श्लोक चातुर्वर्ण्यमया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागसः तस्य कर्तारमपि माय विवर्ध्य कर्तारम् अव्ययम्. So if there is three gunas and three karmas, then why the requirement to do four categories in people? And first question. And second question, what is the difference between karma and vikarma?
see very important thing it is not that one guna one category. Shri Krishna has not done it that way. There are four essential things required. The society needs a division of four types. That division is done. Now in that division, see, like I will put salt in dal also, I will put salt in sabji also, and I will put salt in chutney also. But the proportion of salt is going to be different, isn't it? I will put sugar in that salads also. I will put sugar in little bit in sabji also, in dal also. But I will put a little more salt, sugar in the salad compared to in the this oil also. You will put all ingredients remain the same, but the proportion in what you are putting them is going to differ. So the gunas are the ingredients of what? Of people. So based on the ingredients that we have, the Prakriti is, everything in Prakriti is made out of 3 gunas. These proportions are increasing and decreasing. Based on these proportions, their natures are happening. This is an independent thing altogether. Now, whatever are the proportions, the society is divided into 4. It is not like only Sattva Guni people are going to be there. Based on their gunas, there are 4 categories that are coming out. One is predominantly Sattvic, another is predominantly Sattvic and Rajo, another is Sattvic, Rajo and Tamoguni, and other is predominantly Tamoguni. It is like that. Gunas are 3. Again, I'm telling you that they are mixed in different proportions. Just like every ingredient has a different meaning. I will put sugar in halwa also. I'll put a little sugar in the salads also, in the chutney also. But the proportion of sugar is going to be different. That doesn't mean I will make one ingredient only with sugar, one dish only with salt. It is not like that. Like that, the gunas are the basic ingredients of our nature. Based on that, different natures are happening, but the 4 categories are made. It is not one category per. The society needs 4 categories. They are the 4 pillars. 4 pillars are required. In that, the ingredients are in different proportion. Understood? Did you get my point? That is one thing. What was the second? Akarma and vikarma. Is that what you were asking?
Not akarma, karma and vikarma.
Karma is what has to be done. Vikarma, very short definition, what should not be done. Akarma, and akarma is a different thing altogether. Karma is what has to be done. Vikarma, some interpreters say it is something that we should not do. Some people say Vishesh karma, which is, a different, a special karma, special charities or other thing. Both definitions are acceptable. Why? Because the language has given that independence. The V upasarga in front of the karma, that has 2 meanings, Viparit and Vishesh. Both are correct. So, as an interpreter, we will take a generic meaning that both are fine. That is how Swamiji has told in his sessions that both meanings are acceptable. But
That's vikarma and akarma.
majority interpreters take it as a viparit karma. Things that, now if you look at it, they are not different things also. When I say vishesh karma, means what? What is which should not be done also becomes a special type of karma. ये चीज करना नहीं चाहिए, ये विशेष कर्म हो गया कि जिसको नहीं करना चाहिए. So in that way also it is both correct. It is acceptable. Like stealing, it should not be done. So it is viparit karma also. It is a vishesh karma also, which has to be avoided. Right.
That
So,
means how can I classify
see,
which
for
karma
now,
is?
don't worry much about vikarma. You worry only about karma and akarma. Sri Krishna also has told in the next shloka, he has completely eaten up that word vikarma. Karmanya karma yav pashet akarmani cha karmaya. You focus on these 2 things because this is where everything is going. Vikarma is going to be still a subset of karma. No matter what it is, if you understand what has to be done, then vikarma becomes a subset of karma. You have to understand what is karma and what is akarma. How to take your karma towards akarma. That we have to understand. And that should be enough to understand Gahana Karmano Gatihi. That is enough to understand the karma in totality. Ultimately, vikarma is a subset of karma. It is okay. Whatever definition, both definitions are acceptable. You can take whatever is acceptable. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you, Bhaiya. Anjali Khatri Didi, Jai Shri Krishna Pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi, your Viveken sessions are really wonderful. I mean, giving the explanation so sweetly and so, simply, it's really nice. Didi, I have one doubt. Can you just explain the 15th shloka in short?
15th.
Yeah, Evain Jatva Kritang Karma.
This is Evain Jnatva Kritang Karma. Whoever has done, what is the previous shloka? This shloka is connected to the previous shloka. In the previous shloka, Krishna has told that Namang Karmani Limpanti. My karma is not a binding on me, it is a bind, but other people's karma is a binding for them. And the ones who understand this, they, for them, karma bhirna sa badhyate. Karma bihi sa na badhyate. Means they will not get bound by actions. Those who understand the difference between my karma and the other, their own karma, they will be able to transform, right? They will be able to transit from, they will be able to elevate the level of their karma. That people will be not binded. Karma bhi na badhyate. They will not be bound by the karma. Now, the question comes, has anybody ever done this? That question comes, so Shri Krishna explains that yes, it has been done. Evai jnatva krutang karma. People who have done, understanding this concept that my karma is not becoming a binding. The people who are able to liberate themselves, who purvairapi mumukshuvi. Mumukshuvi means the people who want to get liberated. Purvaihi api means in the past also, ancient people, they have followed this. They have understood the difference between my karma and their own karma, and they have managed to liberate themselves. So you also, kuru karma iva tasmatvam, you also do the karma according to them. According to whom? Purvai purvatarang kritam. The way
Okay.
they all did. Purvaihi purva, ancient, say be ancient. How the people have done, kritam, they have done. Who? Purvaihi purvataram. Oh, more older than ancient, say be ancient, older than the olden times. How they have been following their karma, like that you also do. You will also be liberated from all the karma. Fine.
Okay. Thank you so much, Didi. Thank you very much. Jai Shri
14th and
Krishna.
15th slokas are related.
Is joined. Yeah, because I understood the 14th one. I was not understanding what happened to the 15th. It just slipped my mind. Thank you so much, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. And after the 15 shlokas, just as an extra information, when Shri Krishna says that they have done and how they have done, then he starts defining what is karma, and all these things. Gives the insight into the karma. Ji Piyush Bhaiya, Jai Shri Krishna Pranam.
Good. Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Hello.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Hello. Hi.
Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya.
My question is, according to the Karma Yoga of Swami Vivekananda, Swamiji, it is said Sadharma Parayan, those who are Sadharma Parayan, he is great. So how it can be explained?
Yes, even in our Bhagavadgītā, Swadharme Nidhanan Shreya. We will see. Paradharmo Bhayavaha. We will see this in the 3rd chapter when we see Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunav Dharmat Sanushtit. We will see these shlokas in our Bhagavad-gītā also. Following your own dharma, how we can attain moksha, that you will see. Now, what you are reading, he has combined the essence of all the 3-4 chapters together. So, we will see this when we reach the part of Swadharma. Okay? Piyush Bhaiya?
That is related to religion or to karma?
Oh, this is very important. Dharma is no way called religion. This religion is not, dharma means, dharma is, there is this, what you are saying religion, it is called sampradaya. It is not dharma. Dharma means what is our duty, what is expected to do, protecting environment, anything that is good for the society. There are there is a basic criteria where your karma has to fall into. Something that is good for the society, for beneficial for everybody, and which takes you towards satvikta. Anything that takes you towards satvikta is dharma. Doing charity is going to take you to satvikta, it is dharma. Imparting knowledge, taking you to satvikta, it is dharma. Protecting the environment, taking you towards satvikta, it is dharma. That is dharma. What you are saying, this religion, these are sampradaya. They are not dharma. It is wrong to call them dharma.
Yeah. So the way of work, the duty we have to do, it is in the right way we have to do the duty. That is the dharma.
The right duty done in the rightful way.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Mukund Bhaiya, Jai Shri Krishna Pranam. You need to unmute again, Bhaiya.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Namaste. As usual, very, very good session. Thank you very much. A lot of things that we try to understand. You explain it very simply. There's one question I had among the slokas that you were explaining. That is in sloka number 18. Karmanya karmaya pashya.
Karmanya
Pashyed.
pashyed akarmani cha karmaya.
So for the example that you gave, usually your examples are spot on, so simple to, and in this akarmana, the example you gave about, at least the one thing I remember was the headmaster coming in the middle of the children that are playing, and his akarma is actually karma. They assemble back in discipline. So I was not very fully convinced about that example. So because the concept is so deep, I wanted an example. Only you can come up with, I think, that explains that for karma in action, the inaction is you see the, so in action you see the inaction, but in inaction they see the action.
Now,
the
when
headmaster is doing his action. No, let me complete my 1 minute. The headmaster, by his presence, is the authority figure. He is doing his authority action. So akarmani, it appears akarmana, but he is doing karma.
See, the thing that you said, he is not using the authoritative action. His aura is that. He has earned that aura by all the actions that he has done. Just by his presence, all actions are getting done. I'll give you another example. If like the sun is rising, what happens when the sun rises? The plants are blooming. We all are living. We basically are able to live because the sun is rising. Tomorrow, if you may happen to meet the sun god and say, oh God, because of you, this entire world is saying, he's like, what have I done? I am just doing my job. The principal is just doing his job. Just doing his job. He cannot say, I didn't make that plant grow. The plant grew on itself. The children didn't stop playing on their, he didn't ask the children to stop playing. The children stopped playing themselves. If you ask the sun god and you tell, oh God, thank you, because of you, this rains are happening. He'll say, I didn't do anything. Just the presence has done everything. That is akarma. Getting the sun is the most appropriate, the most ideal example of the akarma. Like without him, nothing can happen. Everything is happening in the light. So in the light of your karma, the karma gets happened. Like Swamiji. Swamiji had established Geeta Pariwar 40 years back. And in the light of the action that he has done, we all are learning Bhagavad-gītā. That is akarma. He had done, now he is not coming and actually teaching you all, right? He is not coming and taking the classes. In the light of Swamiji, this entire Geeta Parivar is thriving and 12 lakh people are learning Bhagavad-gītā. That is akarma. This achieving that level is akarma. Getting it?
How do you define? So akarma would be
Akarma is without actually doing the action gets done.
Action gets.
Yes, the sun is not coming and watering the plants. The sun is not coming and doing anything, but the action is getting done. The principal is not coming and scolding anybody to be disciplined. The action is getting done. Swamiji is not coming in this Zoom, but his subtle presence is always there in all the Zoom meetings of Geeta Parivar. That is, the action is getting done.
With the English word catalyst, very closely relate to karma.
We will not go into that word. Why? I will tell you, because English has a very restricted vocabulary.
Yeah, I agree.
If you try to bring, there is no equivalent of dharma in English.
I fully agree.
The
reason I brought the word catalyst.
So I will say only inaction. Inaction is the closest word I know. Catalyst still does something to increase action. So I would not say catalyst is the right one. Inaction comes very close to it.
Inaction. Okay. Inaction. Just by the presence.
But आप संस्कृत सीख लीजिए. I will, though I am doing English revision, I will say there are certain, it comes with its own limitations. It is a beautiful language. Absolutely. united the entire world. Absolutely, English is a beautiful language, but it is a it has a very restrictive vocabulary compared to Sanskrit.
Am Sanskritam Sikami.
Patami. Good, very good.
Thank you.
Samyak, very good. Very nice meeting you, Mukunji. Jai Shri Krishna. Shravanti Didi, pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Actually, my doubt is like Chaturvyanyam you have said, na Didi. Like by karma also we can divide, we can say that suppose a person is doing business, we can consider that he is a Vaishya, and a person is working in a job, can we say he is a Shudra? Actually, I'm born in Vaishya family. My dad does business, and as we have studied, and I'm working in a MNC. So, but he will say that, you're not doing business because that's why you're not Vaishya, you are Shudra. I'm doing business, that's why Vaishya. So why don't you be like a Vaishya? He will say. Like for that time I will feel bad. Like so how can I be considered?
Your father is right. See, now in the modern context, in the more than modern, I will say in the context of today, the era that we live in today's era, what is happening? The definitions have changed a little bit. So it is the category you belong to. It is not necessarily going to be this. It also depends on what you choose to be. So my varna in the olden days, the ideal system that was designed by our Rishi Munis was the one in which it was going by the birth, janma karma chame, janma se tha. Doctors, and that is a very scientific. We will not go into too many details of this because it will become a very long session. But it was a very scientific, way of dividing the society. That a doctor's son will naturally have more insight into. He will be able to study the practices of doctor. A business person's son will learn business tricks faster. That is all. That is why it was, designed in that way. However, now people choose different professions. What you choose becomes your varna. So now it is not just restricted to the birth, but it is now people are not choosing their varna by their birth. They are choosing by their skill. So आपके गुण के हिसाब से you choose to do some job, so that becomes your varna. Having said that, also that other caste system, that all is remaining different. That is not. But by profession, we are, interchanging our varnas. That is a different thing. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Because
She is saying something still. Please unmute. I can't hear you, Shravanti Didi.
yeah, actually, even I'm in Vaishya family also. Because of this gender thing, no, they will not teach that business or whatever they'll teach that to son only. They will not think that we can teach that to lady also. That we just we studied and we got into job. Then I feel whether I'm doing good or not.
That is the dilemma of the modern society. We have to live with it. Can't help it. Whatever you do it in a good way. Lot of best wishes to you. Jai Shri
Okay, thank you, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
I think all the questions are over, na Didi? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So my heartfelt gratitude to Shraddha Didi for clearing the doubts of our sadhak. On behalf of Geeta Pariwar and myself, I extend sincere thanks to the technical team consisting of Nima Pandya Didi and all those who have been at the backstage for their relentless and efficient efforts in making this session a great success. May I take this opportunity to thank all those who attended this session. Please do continue your Gita sadhana and attend these sessions to enrich your spiritual knowledge. Today, it is Sandhya Bhatt Didi from Kataikal, Pondicherry, who is going to recite Prarthana. Didi is a homemaker with interest in breathing. Didi is giving seva as tech, monitoring team, extra classes, exams, and TTG mentoring, and so on. And she has just joined in April 2024. Yeah, so she can motivate all others to do seva. And she, may we all seek the blessings of Shri Krishna. Didi, please.
Jai Shri Krishna. Yogesham Satchidanandam
वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you, Didi, for that melodious prayer. I request each one of you to be present for Hanuman Chalisa recital. Yeah. Didi, Hanuman Chalisa, please. Yeah.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा गानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोज सगावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत की तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।